This is more than just a podcast. It's a moment to stop, to breathe, to notice how you've been showing up. We were taught to push through, to stay strong, to hold it all together even when it cost us connection. But fatherhood was never meant to be survival. Here, we slow down before we raise our voice. We regulate before we correct. We learn that presence does more than pressure ever could. Because when a father changes how he shows up, the entire home shifts. Children feel safe instead of tense, partners feel supported instead of alone, and calm replaces chaos. Brothers, this is where awareness becomes action, where healing becomes leadership, where strength is measured by steadiness, not control. This is 15 Minutes with Dad, and this is the work, this is the responsibility, and this is how we change generations. Welcome back to another episode of 15 Minutes with Dad. This is episode 8 of Fatherhood While Healing series. And this is the final episode of this series. So over the last 7 episodes, we've walked through a lot. We talked about what happens when the family changes. We talked about co-parenting when you are still hurt. We talked about the fatherhood identity crisis. We talked about missing moments. We've talked about co-parenting reset. We've talked about healing childhood wounds before they reach your children. And we also talked about dating, love, and fatherhood after separation. Today, we're talking about the new beginning. Because there comes a point after separation where the question changes. At first, you ask, how did this happen? Then you ask, how do I survive this? Then you ask, how do I co-parent through this? Then you ask, who am I? But eventually, you have to ask something deeper. What kind of father am I becoming from here? That is where the new beginning starts. Not when the pain disappears, not when everything resolves, not when co-parenting gets easy, not when the custody schedule feels perfect. The new beginning starts when you decide pain will not be the author of your next chapter. Let's get into it. One of the hardest beliefs to heal after separation is this: the family failed, or I failed my family. That belief hits deep because many fathers wanted to build something different. You wanted stability, you wanted a home, you wanted your children to have a picture of family that felt whole, steady, and safe. And when the structure changes, it can feel like the whole story broke. But fathers, hear this clearly. A changed family is still a family. It may not look like what you imagined. It may not function like it used to. It may require more planning, more patience, more communication, and more healing. But your child still has a family. Your child still has love. Your child still has a father. And your leadership still matters. So the goal now is not to recreate the old picture. The goal is to build a healthier one. That is the shift. That is the new beginning. Starting again does not mean pretending the pain was not real. It does not mean acting like the separation did not hurt. It does not mean erasing grief. It does not mean rushing to look healed. It means choosing growth while carrying truth. And you can say, that hurt me, and I am still healing. You can say, I made some mistakes, and I'm still becoming better. You can say, this is not what I planned, and I'm still going to lead with love. That is emotional maturity. That new beginning is not denial. It is direction. It is choosing where your pain gets to take you. Will it take you into bitterness, control, avoidance, shame, withdrawal? Or will it take you into reflection, repair, presence? growth, purpose. That choice truly matters because your children are watching how you rebuild. Children need hope after the family change. Children need stability after separation. They need reassurance. They need emotional safety. They need adults who keep them out of conflict, but they also need hope. They need to know the new family structure still has joy in it. They need to know laughter did not end, traditions did not end, connection did not end, love did not end. And that is what this final episode is about. Helping fathers move from survival into intentional rebuilding. Because children do not only need parents who manage the schedule, they need parents who build emotional safety inside the schedule. They need fathers who say, life changed, and we're still going to create love here. But there is a counterstance here. Some say divorce means the family failed. And let's address it. They believe divorce and separation means the family failed, and I understand why people feel that way. Many of us were raised with the idea that the best family outcome is one home, one relationship, one shared structure. And for many families, staying together in a healthy, loving, emotionally safe relationship is a gift. But staying together without emotional safety is not the same thing as family health. Children do not only need parents in the same house. They need peace. They need consistency. They need deep connection. They need adults who know how to repair. They need homes where love does not feel like tension. So no, separation is not automatically the failure. Sometimes the failure is refusing to grow after the separation. Sometimes the failure is letting bitterness lead. Sometimes the failure is using children as emotional proof. Sometimes the failure is making a changed family structure feel unsafe. The new beginning asks a better question. How do we make this changed family healthier than the conflict that came before it? That is the work. Here is a blind spot fathers often face. We wait for life to feel normal again before we start rebuilding. We wait until the custody situation calms down. We wait until co-parenting feels better. We wait until the finances stabilize. We wait until the loneliness eases. We wait until the grief is gone, and we wait until the relationship history feels less heavy. But your children are growing while you wait. Life is still happening. Fatherhood is still happening. And your next chapter does not begin when everyone feels easy, when everything feels easy. It begins when you start creating rhythm inside the reality that you have, accepting the reality that you have, and letting go and grieving the reality you wish you had. That is hard, but it's also where leadership lives. The aligned father does not wait for perfect conditions to become present. He builds presence and has a presence in imperfect conditions. So the new beginning needs a rhythm, not chaos, not random effort, rhythm. Your child needs to feel what stays consistent. That might be a call on the same night every week, a breakfast routine, a weekend walk, a bedtime voice message, a father-child journal, a Sunday reset, a monthly outing, a shared playlist, a game night, a prayer, a gratitude question, a drive and talk tradition. These rhythms may seem small, but small rhythms create emotional security. They tell your child, Dad is still here. We still have something that belongs to us. Life changed, but connection stayed. And that's how you rebuild, not through one big moment, through repeated small ones. After separation, fathers need to ask, what kind of home am I creating now? Not only where do my children sleep, but what do they feel when they are with me? Does my home feel calm? Does my home feel safe? Does my home feel rushed? Does my home feel emotionally tense? Does my home feel like guilt is running the room? Does my home feel like peace is possible? Your home does not have to be fancy. It does not have to look like anyone else's. It does not have to be perfect. It needs values. Maybe your home values are, we tell the truth here. We repair after conflict. We do not shame feelings. We respect each other. We keep routines. We laugh here. We rest here. We grow here. That kind of home gives children something solid, even when life changed. A lot of fathers stay stuck because they keep using the old scoreboard. Who hurts who? Who moved on first? Who got more time? Who looks happier? Who has more support? Who was right? Who was wrong? Who was winning? Yo, that scoreboard would drain you. It would keep your child close to adult tension. The new beginning requires an entirely new scoreboard. Did I show up with patience today? Did I protect my child from adult pain? Did I communicate with clarity? Did I repair when I missed it? Did I stay consistent? Did I choose peace over ego? Did I lead my home with values? That is the scoreboard that matters now, because the past does not matter. Bitterness is understandable, but it also is expensive. It costs you peace, energy, emotional presence, clarity. It also shapes how your children see love, conflict, and family. Bitterness says, I will never trust again. I will not forgive. I will never forgive. I will make sure everyone knows my pain. I will protect myself by staying hard, never letting anyone in. But healing says, I will learn. I will set boundaries. I will not ignore what happened. I will not let pain make me unsafe. I would not make my children carry my resentment. That is strength, not the strength that acts untouched. It's the strength that refuses to become what hurts you. Here's a practical framework for fathers stepping into the next chapter. You know, every episode I like to leave you guys with something to take with you and try to apply in your life. So 1, name what changed. Do not deny your reality. The family structure changed. The schedule changed. The relationship changed. Naming it helps you stop fighting the truth. You have to get to acceptance. 2, decide what stays. Your love stays. Your consistency stays. Your responsibility stays. Your presence stays. Your values stay. So decide what stays. 3, build new rhythms, new traditions. Create repeatable moments your child can trust. Children need structure after change. So build new rhythms. 4, protect emotional safety. Do not use your child to process your adult pain. And do not make them choose sides. Do not make your grief their responsibilities. They did nothing. It is not their fault. Regardless on if you feel what the mother is saying up to them and making them not like you, no, it just means that you are unsafe and your child recognizes that you are unsafe and therefore they are not wanting to engage with you. Whether it's because the mother lied or it's the truth. 5, redefine your success. Success is not recreating the old family image. You have to let that go. But success is building a safe, loving, stable connection in the new structure of a family that you're building. So redefine what success means to you. And 6, keep healing active. Do not stop working because the crisis feels calmer. Stay in therapy, stay in reflection, stay in the community, and stay honest. Number 7, lead with hope. Your child needs to see the change does not end the love. They need to see you rebuild with courage. The aligned father does not define himself by the breakup alone. He does not deny what happened. He does not avoid accountability. He does not drown in his shame. He doesn't make bitterness his identity. He becomes clear. He becomes steady. He becomes present. He becomes emotionally responsible and becomes more honest with himself. He becomes safer for his children. He understands that the next chapter needs a different version of him, a calmer one, a more intentional version, a more grounded version. And he's a version that has stopped trying to prove and started trying to build. And maybe that is the gift inside the grief. Not that the pain was good, but that the pain revealed where growth was needed. And now you get to decide what kind of father walks forward. That is you 2.0. That is the aligned father, and that is fatherhood while healing. Now, if there's one thing I want every father that's listened to this series to take away, it's this. The end of a relationship does not have to be the end of your growth. Separation may have changed the entire family structure. It may have changed the scheduling. It may have changed the home. It may have changed the future you imagined. But it does not have to change your commitment to becoming a present, steady, emotionally safe father. Your children are watching how you rebuild. They're watching how you handle loss. They're watching how you create peace. They're watching how you choose love without denying pain. They're watching how you become. So build the new rhythm, create the new tradition, repair when you miss it, and let go of the old scoreboard. Lead your home with values. Keep healing and keep choosing the father your next chapter needs. This has been Fatherhood While Healing, and this is not the end. This is the new beginning. Stay present, stay focused, stay honest, stay grounded, and keep becoming. Before you move on, let's pause here, because growth doesn't happen in the listening. It happens in what you choose next. So you don't need to change everything. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be present. Stay present long enough to practice something different. So carry this into your home, into those small moments, the hard conversations, and the quiet decisions no one applauds. That's where fatherhood is built. And if something here resonated, let it become action. Let it become consistency, or become the way that you lead. Because this is how trust is formed. This is how safety is felt, and this is how generational change actually happens. And if this episode helped you, share it with another father who's trying to do better. And if you have a story, a win, or a lesson you're learning, email me at Lirec, Lirec, at 15minuteswithdad.com. That's Lirec at 15minuteswithdad.com. Because this work grows through shared experiences.